this will be the ground one, and then we will have one that looks like it's being balanced on top. So I just have to figure out how wide I want it and then how long I want it. It's gotta feel shipping container-y. The bottom one is gonna be wood, and the top one is gonna be metal, but I can't really make it metal. I don't know, I can't do like a corrugated steel block, can I? So I'm gonna use I forget what it's called. The second one. It's not like a brick one. Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, it's something. And I want to have a pool. I want the whole thing to feel like it was put down almost in a pool. And gonna make it a little longer. I think this will be the basic shape of my first shipping container. I have to determine how tall I want it to be. Yeah. So I'm just gonna build and chit chat with you a little bit while you hang out with me. You know the drill. Relax, do some homework, fall asleep. Maybe you're doing chores. Maybe you're playing a game yourself. Maybe you're even playing Minecraft. I don't know. I think these shipping containers are cool. I don't know if I could live in one. I've never really been in one myself. One of the Sims expansion packs several years ago that came out featured like a few shipping container homes and like a corrugated steel kind of wall paint so that you could make your houses look like they were built out of shipping containers. I think it's a cool challenge to make, well, basically to make your entire home a bunch of big rectangles. And if you look up like shipping container homes, you can see how really creative people do get with them. And even though a lot of them have like a kind of particular look on the outside where it's pretty clearly like a bunch of blocks stuck together, inside in the interiors, I feel like they managed to get really creative, and they really don't look like shipping containers anymore. So this is the polished deep slate. It kind of almost looks like a chest, like it has that kind of design, but this is the material I'm gonna go with for the top shipping container. And it's going to overhang use ladders or like really thin, narrow staircases. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do stairs. How to get to the second floor. Chiseled deep slate. Now I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so then here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there's our top shipping container outline. So anyway, that's pretty much the base build. I'm gonna keep working on it, but in the meantime, I'll talk about some other stuff if that's okay. Just like a bit of a ramble. The Steam Next Fest is going on right now, so there's quite a lot of demos I feel like I need to be checking out. I've already played one of them, and it was called like Clover something. It was called Clover Pit. That's it. Which it's really I'm surprised that I like a game like this. I'll just say I'm surprised because it's like a gambling game, and I have little to no interest in gambling. It's less than little interest. I don't care. But it's like a gambling game, and it's just kind of funny. Like, I don't think it's going to start any habits in real life for me, but it's a fun game. It's like you're stuck in a room. It's kind of dark, actually. It's kind of a little bit morbid. You're trapped in this room with like a fruit machine, and you basically just pull the lever, right, to spin it, and someone who's holding you hostage there, whatever, is wanting you to like pay in your winnings, or else, and you don't know what or else is. So you have like an amount, like we need you to pay us 75 in, a week or whatever, or else. So then you have like a little ATM kind of thing, and you pay in when you get that money, and then you have like a little ticket currency as well, and the tickets can buy you little charms that'll help you in the fruit machine. It's like really simple. It's like literally just that. It's like you barely can even turn around in this game. You're just this little room with like a little digital store for little charms, the fruit machine, and like an ATM. That's pretty much it. And it was fun. I would like to go play some more of it, because like I heard that if you manage to beat the demo, this is obviously a free demo for the Next Fest, if you beat the demo, you get some So that's the other game. And then I have two girlfriends that I have a game with, and one is, she's played the whole game, she's beaten the game, and the other one is brand new to games, so this is her first time playing Baldur's Gate, and we're kind of teaching her, and that's going really great. And then the last game is a game that just me and my partner just started yesterday, and it is an evil playthrough that we are doing, which we've never done because we're definitely the, pick the good option kind of people in games, like make everybody happy and be a hero, and but there are quite a lot of dialogue options and story choices for like an evil playthrough, and we want to see them, and we thought the best way to do this would be to have a game together where we can kind of like encourage and motivate each other to be evil. But I was laughing so hard yesterday because he sucks at being evil. He's legitimately the nicest person. Like, he just can't be evil. He's so bad at it. I mean, as an example, he's like rescuing all the animals that you can rescue and like keeping them as pets. And then he's like trying to justify it to me, like why he should have Scratch as a companion. He's like, I feel like as an evil person, I have like an evil familiar. I'm like, okay, whatever, buddy. Like, you just want to have the dog. ours are shipping container-y. You know, they're both not quite right. It's okay though, doesn't really matter. And anything else? In a few days, one of my friends who doesn't live near me, like she lives in another country, she's gonna be back and staying with me and a friend of mine. Normally I host her, but this year a friend of ours is also gonna be hosting, so we're like joking, like doing split custody of her this time. And I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't seen her in a year, almost a year, a little less than a year. But she hasn't been here. Like last time I went to her, so she hasn't been at our house in like 2 years. So I'm very excited to have her back, and we are going to be eating a lot. We're both foodies for sure, and we have very similar food tastes. We like a lot of the same kinds of cuisines and stuff. So I'm basically gonna be taking her on a tour with her friends and our friends, and we're gonna be doing like a tour of all the new food places that have opened up since she moved away, and also places she just loves and misses. So I feel like I need to work out hard this week because I'm gonna be eating a lot. So of course, naturally, it's like a terrible time for me to be so into Baldur's Gate, because as soon as I'm done with work, I don't want to go work out, which is normally what I would do. Like, typically while my video is rendering or whatever, that's the perfect time for me to get in a workout, shower, and then I feel all like clean and refreshed and showered for the evening. And I can have some dinner, I can play some games, I can read, you know, it's just chill. But now I'm like 6 o'clock on the dot, Baldur's Gate is loading. I have a snack and a drink, and don't talk to me. So when am I gonna work out? I need to. I got a lot of food to eat. So here's our pool. It's decent. I'm gonna fill it up with water though, which is always such an awkward thing to do. I'm really bad at it. And I think she's going to a concert while she's here. And just doing some other fun stuff, seeing friends, you know, that she hasn't seen in a while. And it was one of our, it was our friend's birthday last week, so we're gonna do a little bit of a birthday party for her. Now that our other friend will be here, we can all celebrate together. So I'm gonna make her a birthday cake, and her favorite cake flavor is birthday cake, which I've figured is just like funfetti sprinkle, right? Sprinkle cake. So I'm gonna make a birthday cake flavor birthday cake. And I'm looking forward to my friend meeting my book club friends, because she hasn't met any of them, and I feel like they're a big part of my life now. So yeah, excited for like worlds to collide. It's gonna be good. But I washed all my sheets for her bed. I just gotta make the bed now. I really need to do a big house clean. Again, I haven't wanted she stayed with me, I usually don't get any work done, so I try to pre-record some videos so that I can take some days off. But because she's also going to be staying with our other friend, I'll have plenty of time during the day while they're hanging out to work. Actually, she's playing Baldur's Gate as well. We are like right at the same point in the game together. We left Act 2 together. So I'm looking forward to talking with her about it when she's here. Because I convinced her to play Baldur's Gate. I was like, I think you'll like it. Yeah. We're definitely romancing the same person. Nice, it's coming along, it's coming together, but I definitely have to finish or fix the deck, because it's a little too high. As you can see, I had wanted the windows to be floor to ceiling, and they're not floor to ceiling right now because of the way I have that deck. So I don't know why it didn't occur to me to just lower the deck half block, but I didn't because who knows? In very random news, 2 days ago, I was outside taking my dog out, and I made awkward eye contact with my neighbor over the fence, and we said hi, and I have never met the neighbors on this side. Like, I know my neighbors across the street, I know my neighbor to the other side, but I had not met this neighbor because, well, I knew the person that used to live there, but then she moved and someone else moved in. Actually, they're related to her, so it wasn't like the house was sold or anything. She just moved out and a relative moved in, so I hadn't like officially met them or anything. But I got to say hi, which was nice. I think it's nice if you can get to know your neighbors. I feel like for emergencies, right? So I'm really glad I did get to say hi, and I felt really bad because he said that like they had tried to come over and introduce themselves like over Christmas, I guess. But we weren't in, and yeah, I feel like around the holidays I am often like traveling, visiting family, doing stuff, you know, so I'm not in a whole lot. So he definitely caught me at a time when I was like seeing my dad or something, and I felt really bad that, you know, maybe he thought we were like ignoring them or something. But he said that like he had baked something and he brought it over because he likes to bake, and I was like, oh my god, I love baking too. And so that was a nice thing to bond a little bit over, and I let him know that next time I baked something I'll go drop it off, and you know, skate session to feel better, and then I'll be recovered. Okay, so see what I'm doing. Lowering the deck a half block. It looks much better. Well, it looks okay. I like the look of it floating, but I think that the look of it like resting on the water, almost like a dog, also looks quite cool. So I'm fine with this. And this way I get to change the windows and I can make them more floor to ceiling, which is what I wanted. There we go. And now I can put chairs here as like a deck as well. And then I'll just about be done. This is just a real simple build today. I just wanted to do something kind of quick and easy, and that was my little shipping container home. Kind of like a challenge. And I thought maybe it would look better with different texture packs on. And granted it might, but I think that this, what is it called again? The block that I'm using on top of deep slate. Whatever this deep slate block is, like, it doesn't have a good modded version, I think. Because I'm about to turn some texture packs on. We can take a look at it, but the texture doesn't even seem to change on the deep slate. I love the bamboo privacy fence. What do you think? I think that's a fun idea, although they are not growing, so I'm just gonna use a little bone meal to speed things along. Grow. It's great that we can do this. If only we could do this in real life. Well, I mean, you can, but not this. Like, not to this extent. It doesn't happen this fast. So first I'm gonna try, this is the Faithful 64 texture pack, which is my least favorite one. I'm not that into it. But see, the deep slate tile looks the same, so they must not have a texture for that. Yeah, it doesn't look great. So then I tried the Epic Adventures texture pack. And this looks like, this one looks better except for the glass panes. The glass panes are a little too like medievally looking, but again, the deep slate didn't change. So today we're just gonna go with a good old classic default Minecraft skin. The classic blocky look. And this is it. This is the build. It's really simple, but I feel like this would be very, very feasible in survival. Because it's just so simple. Do I like the deep slate? No, I don't, and I kind of wish it were something else now, but I don't know what would have been a better alternative to make it look like metal. The nether bricks didn't look good, like netherrack didn't look good. Stone might have probably just been the best, something similar to the stone I used around the swimming pool. But I wanted it to be really dark and almost black, and the stone is very light. huge